Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, Kara ASMR. Today's ASMR video is the first one of 2020, and thus I decided it would be a great idea to just sit back, relax, do some makeup, and talk, just like the good old days when my channel first began. So I'm going to be using the makeup that I use on a daily basis for this video. I keep it all in this basket in my bathroom because I don't use many products, maybe 5 or 6. It's not a lot, but I am a perfectionist and I try to make it look as perfect as possible, and I shouldn't be that way. But over the months that I've been filming under these hot new lights that I got last year, you just learn you don't need so much makeup because you will sweat it all off by the end of the shoot. Because sometimes a shoot for me is 3 or 4 videos, and it's hot. So I just kind of taper down to a few products. I only use my other makeup for when it's like a special video with a certain character, or if I'm going out somewhere sort of fancy or nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my makeup though. And I have some notes over here on my computer so I don't forget to talk about anything, because my mind is just everywhere. So first, hairbrush, just gotta get these out of the way. One's my mom's, one's my sister's, and one's mine, so that's fun. Make nice sounds. It's nice. So I think I'm going to start with my concealer first. Yeah, I don't use primer because I put lotion on my face in the morning when I cleanse it or whatever. So I feel like primer just kind of cakes it down even more. It makes me feel gross and greasy. So I'm using the Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline, and I am in the shade 120 Light. I don't have a mirror either. I forgot a mirror. I broke the little hand one I usually hold, so 7 years of bad luck on my part. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with this. First and foremost, I want to thank you all for the year that you've given me. You know, when I first started this channel, all it was just something to do. It was fun. I actually had another channel at one point with just makeup, and I didn't like it. I wasn't doing anything fun. And then I started ASMR, and I absolutely loved it. A spot there, and a spot there. So, you know, I fell in love with ASMR, and the more I did it, the more I realized how much it wasn't just a video niche, but also a therapeutic type of set. That it was therapeutic in a way. I'm trying to find my words. And I loved doing it, and I knew that I was helping other people who were watching it. When that first video blew up, with me with pink hair, you know, I was blown away. I had no idea. And so, for my channel to grow from there to what it is now is absolutely amazing. You know, I was a confused child growing up in Eastern Kentucky. I had no friends at the time I started my channel. I still don't really have many friends. You know, everyone kind of abandoned me. They didn't like who I was. And then I made the channel, and when it started, people started telling me these sweet things. I found out it wasn't only just a way to help you all, but it was a way to help myself, which I was really surprised about. You know, the way this channel makes me feel, I've never felt that way even in therapy. So spot right there, it annoys me. But anyways, you know, over time I started making newer videos. You guys helped me grow, and it's never been about the numbers for my personal idea. You know, I've always said if I can reach one person, that's good enough for me, and it is. It still is. But with you guys being so supportive and yes, affecting the numbers, it does push the algorithm of YouTube. And it makes it so that I can help other people. And it's, you know, it's kind of like a chain reaction. When one person likes something, it pushes on to the next person, and it builds a community, which I feel like is what we've done here on this channel. I've always felt like, and I'll always feel like, that YouTube is a place for people to express themselves freely, even if a certain person who runs the channels and runs the platform doesn't think so. And ASMR in itself, the niche, the community, I feel like it's always been meant for relaxation and to build a community of people who just get what it means to need support and need love. Whether that comes through just talking to a camera or giving advice or tapping on a lens or brushing a microphone, you know, whatever it comes through. You know, it's really sad though to watch the community kind of be expanded upon and made into something it's not, with a word I can't say because YouTube will cut me down, adult content, and then it's made into like this kind of just like a job for people, and that's not how I feel about this. And I want ASMR to stay what it's always been, what it was meant to be when it was first discovered. You know, yeah. So, that's my soapbox though. If you think you've blended enough, blend again. I think Gatia said that, I don't remember. I haven't watched Drag Race in forever. I just don't feel like it. Okay, that looks good. So in 2019, there were a lot of great things that happened, you know, in my personal life and then on the channel. I started the BookTube series that a lot of you really loved and supported. I'm really glad. You know, reading's always been something I've loved since I was a child. I grew up reading. My mother taught me to read at 3 years old. I was in kindergarten and reading full-length books. Like, I mean, it was pretty insane. So I've always had like a certain admiration for books and literature in general. So to be able to talk about those and make a whole section on my channel just towards my favorite thing to do is amazing. So now I'm going to be using the Coty Airspun. You don't need NARS, you don't need any of that fancy stuff. This stuff works like a charm. A lot of people love it, so. Although I did have a friend in high school who said you can't use it because it's drugstore. I'm like, yeah, it's drugstore, but works better than any of that Sephora stuff you're gonna buy. So I'm just taking my damp beauty blender and putting it under the places that really need it. My eyes. I crease like crazy under my eyes, under my crease, the nose, on this part of my chin, and then between my eyebrows, because I crease there quite a bit. And then I'll let that sit for a few minutes, and then I'll powder the rest of my face as well. So, I began BookTube, and I introduced new characters to the channel. Like Disney, everyone loved Disney. I thought it would be a good idea to put background noise to make it more ambient of Disney World, but it didn't really work out. I tried to make that video as authentic as possible. I've only been to Disney twice, and you still miss everything. There's no way you can go 50 times and not catch everything. So I spent weeks watching constant YouTube videos on repeat of just Disney workers, Disney secrets, how employees act, how employees get the jobs, things like that. Try to make it as authentic as possible. You know, this is when I create a character, even if it's just myself, changed up a bit, it is a character as I would play on a stage. When I was doing plays, it was you studied that character for weeks on end. You made sure you knew that character. When I played a movie character, like a character that was real life on stage, I would study those movies, study the books of the person, make sure I get everything correct. And so that's the same way with YouTube. I study my characters, and I make sure everything is as authentic as possible. Every character has their own distinct voice, even if their voice is my voice. They have their own distinct inner voice, So, the makeup woman with Janine, she's distinct. She's kind of shady. You don't know if she is or not. Disney has her own kind of flair. All my Christmas videos, they all had different types of voices, so they all had a distinct personality. So now I'm just brushing the powder. But you guys supported those characters and loved them, and I'm so glad. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it gets boring. Just being me. So I'll be able to do something and be somebody else for just a little while. It's great, and it's very reminiscent of stage play. Love theater, it's really fun. So now my face is sufficiently powdered and I look dead. We're great. So now, what do I do next? I don't remember. I think I do mascara. Look. Curling wand. Mascara. I don't think I do eyeshadow. No, I don't. I found my mouth guard. Been looking for that. I'm covered in powder. Okay. So I'm just going to use these old eyelash curlers. We've all seen them. Dollar Tree. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah. So, Jeannie, I also mentioned her. She was really funny, and I do plan on making a video with her as a character. To kind of expand. On that video. I think it's ASMR Angel, is that her name? She does Daisy. She did a video where it was one character for a video, and then the other side of that video was Daisy in a different video. Which was so good, but also kind of meta. Yeah. So, And then, what else happened? Oh, told his ASMR. Even though it wasn't as big as I thought it was going to be, in terms of reach, it was a thing that people loved, which was amazing. I was so scared to put out half those videos because I just didn't know if they would be enjoyed, considering they were so different from what I usually do. But y'all really loved them. So, now I'm just using the Mega Length Mascara from Wet n Wild. There we go. It's my favorite mascara just because of the wand. The wand is very skinny. And I absolutely love that for a wand. Lets me get into all my lashes. Focus. There we go. I look real cute. Just put a little bit there. I take the leftover to the bottoms. I don't do a lot on the bottoms though, because I don't like spider lashes. So. And I'm not gonna put my mascara because that ruins my mascara. I found that out. I paid $8.50 for this and ruined it in 3 months. No, not even 3 months. It was like a month and a half because I kept pumping it for videos. And it dried it out, and I don't have any club soda, so. This is always the hardest eye. Because I never get it to match. I know you probably think I'm weird, but mascara just, oof. It can bring your whole look together. Look at that. It's like, doesn't even match. Maybe in a second. I'm gonna make it thicker. Needs to be curl again. It's a little better. Okay. My nerves are acting up really bad today. I don't know what it is. They usually aren't this bad. Okay. Perfect. Well, I mean, it's close. It's whatever. That's better. It's a little better. Okay. So now that that's done, we can zoom out. Okay. Perfect. So there were also some tragedies in 2019. God, I need a facelift. Ooh, I'm already wrinkling. So as you know, in 2019, I lost my grandmother on my mom's side, and I was pretty close to her, and it was kind of a hard hit when she just passed away suddenly. so that was kind of difficult to deal with. But after that, you know, you guys were so supportive. This channel kind of became like a support group for me, I suppose you'd say. And that was really great. So thank you all for that. You know, like I've said, this channel kind of became like a therapy for me as well. So, I'm trying to decide what kind of lipstick I want to use. I have red. I have this. And then, I have a black, but I'm not going to use a black. Let's see. So, for 2020, I have a few goals when it comes to video uploads. So, I've zoomed out enough. This is Cherry Frost. So I'm going to be uploading, I've already made a post about this, but I'll be uploading every Saturday and Sunday. Saturday will be ASMR, and Sunday will be BookTube, which is still kind of ASMR style. It's just soft-spoken instead of like whispered soft-spoken, you know what I mean? So that's happening. I'm going to be doing more book reviews. I've actually had some books sent to me by publishers that I'll be doing reviews over arcs and stuff. So it's kind of an obligation when YouTube's your part-time job. Don't get me wrong, this is not like a job in the sense that if I was to have my channel shut down, I would lose all income. No, I'm stable, trust me. This is just, you know, when a company sends you a book, you have to, when you request it, it's kind of it's a contract type thing. And then I'm going to be, I've already made a post like this, I already said, but kind of reverting back to my old way of content, like the good old days when I first started YouTube. So lots of makeup videos, some basic role plays, or like hotel check-in, or grocery store, or things like that. You guys really like those, and I really like making them because they're really fun, and they're kind of basic, but you know, you have the simplest ideas, and if it's acted out just right, you can take it so far. So I don't think you need all the special effects and the makeup, and yeah, I'll use a green screen from time to time, but I don't think like you need like to change your appearance completely to do something. If you can make it with your acting, you can go far. Not to say I'm a brilliant actor, or like I'm not the greatest actress. I'm not Natalie Portman. I'm not them. But I feel like if you can envelop a character and become that person for a little bit, then you really don't need all the huge special effects and editings and things like that. So, that's kind of how this channel started, was just basic developing characters. So with that being said, I don't know what lipstick to use. This is Cherry Frost, the one that's in my Mrs. Claus video, and then this is Practicable, it's a hard word, the Kaylin Extreme Tint. So, trying to decide which one would be best for this shirt. I usually wear a matte lipstick, so I'll probably go with this one. But with that being said, I have my suggestion box. It's always open. It still is. I'm going to be starting doing more videos from the suggestions this year. I have a lot of ideas, and a lot of the video suggestions that you guys have given me are brilliant, because like it's like we have was it called EPS, ESP? Like, they're ideas that I had in my brain, and I was like, maybe they're just not that great of ideas. And then you all suggest them, and I'm like, well, if they like them, I'm going to do them. So that's always open for you guys to do. So for my plans for 2020, and in the future in general. No, I have to zoom in. I'm gonna screw this lip up if I don't. That's dry as a bone. I'll have to get me another one of these soon. So this is literally all I do every day. So for my plans of the future, will I always run this channel? I honestly don't know. You know, a lot of YouTubers and a lot of ASMR artists say they'll always keep their channel going. And that's like the idea in my head. That would be the ideal situation, right? To always run this channel no matter where the life takes me. But is that gonna happen? I don't know. Who knows what's gonna happen 10, 20 years down the road. You know, when I have my own family and you know, I have my own responsibilities, I don't know where that's gonna take me. I would love to, but again, the future is unknown. Also, will I move on in my career? You know, I've always wanted to be a writer, and I'm currently working on drafting my newest book, which I finished the draft for a different one, and I just didn't like it, so I tossed it. So I'm not taking it any farther, I'm not doing it again. But you know, I'm working on this newest one, so come 2030 though, you know, that's how many years on the road? It's 10 years, it's a decade from now. I would like to see myself at the end of the decade married. No, let's not get carried away. I'd be 30. 31. Well, maybe I would be married. I want to have a stable career. I want to have my first book out there. At least my first book. You know, I want to be able to say that I achieved something in life. And this channel is definitely an achievement. But beyond that, so y'all are gonna hate me because my hair, it's like I'm not supposed to brush it because it's curly. I have a member in our family who's a beautician told me not to brush it because it's curly, you know. I'm like, but I feel nasty if I don't. So okay. So when I wear it down, this is how I wear it. Okay. Let's see. Take a piece right here, put it behind my ear, bring that part down. Take these few pieces right here, tuck those in behind. Voila. This is how I usually look on a daily basis. Pretty basic, right? But it's simple makeup, it's simple hair. I just do what I have to do. You know? So, God, my hair is so curly, it's like bouncing up in the back. All my curly hero friends out there, you all have curly hair that, like, you can see it back here, it's trying to, like, poof upward. Because of the curls. I hate my curly. This used to be so much more curly, but I started brushing it, and then it's fine. So that's the end of the video. It's been so long since I've done one of these sit-down videos that I'm kind of out of the loop of how to do it. But we'll live, right? Thank you so much for watching. Again, thank you for the amazing year that you've given me here on YouTube. And I hope this year is just going to be just as amazing, you know? This is our year. I feel it. We're going to be doing so much more. All our achievements will be made, even with World War III looming. Why is that a meme? Why is that a Twitter meme? So, yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. Here's to a great 2020. Until next time, remember, beautiful, you're wonderful, and you are loved. Bye.